Please welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strada. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos and leave commentaries and also educate each and every one of ours, you guys are the real MVP. So guys, there's this situation whereby people talk about how some pan-colored people really want to be oppressed so much that they want to be in the shoes of people that looks like me and still want to also have privilege. This speech I'm about to put up here, it's a typical example of the said statement. Now please, I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Of course, credit to all of the stitchers. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it.
I'm just a white indie author sitting in front of my camera, hoping to find readers that want to hear the white voice. All of my characters in my books are white. I wrote it this way because I have the white voice and I want to spread it. And so that you can learn about white culture and respect white culture. And I think it's really important because the white culture is just crapped on all the time. We hear things like, oh, you don't even have culture, and what is your culture? Just slavery? You know what I'm talking about because you've heard it too. But anyway, back to my books. I'd like to cover just a little bit about them other than...
I could go all the way out like they do and say all of my characters are white too. So if you really want to read that white voice, then buy my books. Because I know that white people do get hell if they're proud for the color of their skin. That I do know. It is very much so like you're allowed to be proud of any race that you are, unless if you're white. Then you must feel guilty for that. So I'll say it once again. If anybody wants to support a white author with white characters in my books, you want to read the white voice, then go to my TikTok.
So Stephanie Fields here has a problem. She is an author that doesn't know what research is. She's on TikTok saying, woe, it's me, buy my books because I'm a white author and I am in touch with the voice of whiteness. And you should listen to me because of that fact. And I'm doing this because there are other people that are black authors or other races of authors, and they mention their race and they sell books. Stephanie. And TikTok, before you ban this video or my account for calling out mediocre whiteness, understand the mediocre whiteness I am calling out is not Stephanie specific, okay? I'm just using Stephanie's name as a generality for mediocre white women. The idea that a mediocre... Bella, how you doing? You doing all right? You sleeping well? Okay. After this video, I'll take you out walking. Excuse me, Bella. That's my dog. She's female. Where was I? Oh yeah, mediocre white author wants to take the TikTok like the default in this country is still not lily white. A history in this country of whiteness being exclusionatory. For hundreds of years, the white voice said white only. The white voice in this country has screamed, you're not welcome here unless you're white. From housings to jobs to country clubs, whites only has been the default. And we're just gonna speed past all that. But then she talks about if you want to hear the white voice, you should buy her books. When the white voice has been the default in literature ever since the founding of this country. In the 1980s, when I was in high school, required reading lists included books like The Great Gatsby, The Catcher in the Rye, George Orwell's 1984. Stephanie, that must be where you learned your double speech at. And don't forget Love, as told through the eyes of William Shakespeare in Romeo and Juliet. Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men. And we learned how you all treat each other when left to your own devices in Lord of the Flies. And let's not forget Hester's story as told through the Scarlet Letter on how you all feel about women who bear children out of wedlock. And how could I leave out the required reading of To Kill a Mockingbird? You probably think those are black voices. No, those are white voices talking about the white savior complex as it relates to saving black people. Yeah. Bella, does it hurt? Does it hurt for mediocre white people to live at that level of delusion that they would take to a social media app and talk about what it's like to be proud of their color in a society that the default has always been their color? Does it hurt to know the history of whites only? And then to get on an app with your delusions of people needing to hear the white voice, when you literally can go to any library or any bookstore and randomly pick up a book, and 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the story as told by a white voice. Somebody tell me, when in this country's history has any institution that said black owned or black operated, Hispanic owned or Hispanic operated, Asian owned or Asian operated, or any other ethnic or racial identity group that is owned or operated something been exclusionatory to the way in which white owned and white operated has been exclusionatory in this country's history? I'll wait. And Stephanie, until white mediocrity comes out, I leave you with the following recommended reading. Now, you have the day that your ancestors have worked so hard for you to deserve.
Baby liberals, no, I am not apologizing and I'm not taking my post down. Support white authors. Why do you?
I seriously just have one question. Can you even write? Support white authors. I write. Support white authors. Can you write? Where your book at? Why you yapping off at the gums? I ain't seen one page from you. Not one. The fuck do you even write? What the fuck do you even write? Raisins in a potato salad, a love story. What the fuck do you write? Why you yapping? What are you writing? God damn, lady. Lord Jeebus. Explain to me, how is it that every time I see you, you talking about supporting white authors, and I ain't seen one of your motherfucking books yet? Why can you say support black authors? Because I could go buy a book by a black author. I got several of them. Why do you get a chance to say support LGBTQIA authors? Bitch, because I can go get their books. Here you are. Yeah. I ain't seen page 1. Not that I would look for the motherfucker. And follow-up question, right in line. Just right in line. Is your shit even any good? I bet you got love stories featuring just Aryan-looking motherfuckers. Their love was forged during the Nazi Germany. What the fuck do you... Is your shit even any good? Do you have any reviews? Or are you just fucking being a goddamn white supremacist idiot? The fuck you talking about? God damn. Lady. Ayo. Do you even write? Do you even have a book? Or are you just bumping your motherfucking gums? You know, I was told by women that told me this. If a man has to brag about how big his dick is, if a man has to brag how good he is in bed, he's not. He's not. Those who are ain't got to say shit. They just look at this motherfucker over here running his mouth, and they go, and they drink their goddamn martini. Same thing, fam. Same fucking thing. Same thing, fam. Same thing. Those who have to keep talking about how good their books are don't really have good books. I ain't heard of you ever. Not never. And yet every fucking time I see you, it's, I support white authors. I support white authors. Why can't you support white authors? Why can't you say support white authors? What the fuck are you writing? Is it any good? Put a book out. Put 10 books out. I don't give. Maybe you are an author. Maybe you are a published author. I ain't never heard of your motherfucking ass. Being kind of honest here, I don't know who the fuck you are. Like, yeah, I mean, don't know who man is this? Hey. This your man's? So, write something. Or continue to write something. And shut the fuck up. Talk about your books. Talk about your books. You pocket watch. That's what you do. You pat people's pockets. Why do you have to support black authors? Put some shit out and shut the fuck up. Your work should speak for itself. Right now, all I hear is you. I ain't seen a fucking letter on a goddamn page on some shit. Shut up.
It is 2025. Can't we just stop with this white purity bullshit already? I mean, I can't believe that you as an author are sitting there and just your full chest saying things like this. Talking about white people culture, even though that thing does not exist, but that is a typical dog whistle for white supremacists and Nazis and racists to try and claim that all white people have the same culture, which is not true. And also to claim that white people are in minority or are suffering or are threatened, which is also not true. So yeah. So what you're doing here is just feeding white supremacists, or just feeding nationalists, extremists, racists, Nazis. Just so you know. And just to prove with that, just go and check your comments, and you will see the pattern of white supremacists, Nazis, racists, glorifying you and what you're saying. And that's fucked up. See, if people really supported this kind of thing, they would just go and read Mein Kampf. Just saying. But yeah, I digress. You're definitely going to be on my block list, on my not to read list, because what the fuck is all that? That is some white purity bullshit, white supremacy, Nazi bullshit, dog whistle crap, and yeah, I do not support that. Toodles.
What are you talking about? The white culture? What white culture are you talking about? You know what? I would love to read this book, actually. This sounds very intriguing. You mean the white culture that Native Americans and took their land and all their oil and their resources from them? That white culture? Or are you talking about the white culture where your ancestors, your opinions only bathe once a week, sometimes even a couple times a month, and our ancestors were the ones that taught Europeans how to wash their ass? Yeah, look it up. Yes, it is true. Or are you talking about the same white culture that does not season any of their food and walks straight out of the bathroom without washing their hands? Yeah, that's why I don't shake a lot of y'all hands. Some of y'all be having dirty dick hands and smelling like swamp ass. So, yeah, that white culture? Or are you talking about the white culture where y'all pretty much stole everything from us? You stole fashion from us. You stole land from us. You stole music from us. You pretty much stole everything. I mean, you even tried to steal our hair designs as well. I mean, you got white girls doing this, trying to act black and shit. I mean, what white culture are you referring to? Is it everything that I just named? Hell, I mean, the dinosaurs were extinct because of the meteor. Hell, I'm going to blame that on y'all. So, bitch, what are you talking about? Look here. Let me tell you something, you racist white bitch. You ain't getting away with this one. I said it. You heard what I said. I said racist white bitch.
Weird. You want to talk about the white voice, but you look like you are probably my kind of white. You know, what they call spicy white. Italian, maybe. Spanish, maybe. Arab. Here's the thing. White voices have been the default. We've been heard. Now it's okay if you want to promote your writing, but to promote it as if we haven't been heard for centuries. Also, you were talking about crapping on white shirt. Well, there's no collective white culture except a racist white culture. So what are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean?
I think burning books was a bad thing, but I'm starting to learn there's an exception for every rule, and the audacity of this Klans member and how comfortable she is just being here on TikTok is baffling. So darling, I hope you go viral. And as a white voice in white culture, what is your book about? Is it about slavery? Racism? The only two things that we've ever coined? Oh wait, is it genocide? Oh no, we took that from the Bible and just whitewashed the fucking shit out of it. Is it incest? Because I'm pretty sure only white people sleep with each other as brother and sister now in the 21st century. So your book is about slavery, sleeping with your sister, and racism? Could it be about the Holocaust? Oh no, that was Germans. That wasn't a white thing. Okay. All right. So, yeah. The audacity.
This is just, oh my goodness. So this self-acclaimed writer came up with an idea of promoting or writing about a white culture, and she also wants to use the opportunity to, talk about how white people are being discriminated. How, oh my god, why is it that everyone first of all, what white culture is she even talking about? What white culture is it? Is that like what white culture is she talking about? I like the fact that I was able to put up some stitches from pan-colored people replying to her said video, because sometimes these people will just come up with something to just keep them very relevant, even when they know deep inside of them that, okay, this way you are about to go is not even the best. Like you're about to do something that you are not ought to do. With the way at which she's talking and going around it, actually shows exactly what people that looks like me has been complaining. So many of them, just want to keep turning the table around. If they didn't come up with black fatigue, how they're so tired with the way at which people that looks like me complain, or with the way at which we feel that we are so oppressed. If they don't come up with that, they will come up with reverse re-insist. And now they are coming up with, what will I even call this? Reverse oppression. Like, you just want to be at the center of everything. You can write your book, you can do whatsoever, but the same thing that you are preaching against is the exact thing that you are doing. You're talking about white culture and how people think that like white people do not have a culture. Like, do they have a culture? Or even if they do, is it a culture that someone can confidently come out to talk about? The culture of how pan-colored people invaded and enslaved, did all sort of atrocity to people that looks like me. Is it a culture that you want people to talk about? Is that a culture? She's not the first person that I have ever seen coming out with this white culture thing. Oh my God. We also have our own culture to protect. You do not have a culture to protect. The culture is just something that is you can't even talk about. It's so traumatizing talking about your culture, even to date. Even to date. Are you going to talk about how you colonized people that looks like me? You enslaved your own life. Like, the list goes on. Is that what she actually want to talk about? You know? This is just, it's so disappointing that in 2025, instead of some people to try to bring out something that will make everyone at least come together in one voice, so many people still sees that as opportunity to keep doing what they feel that is right. The other day, a pan-colored woman decided to show the said culture that you guys represent by using a word on a 5 year. And what you guys could do, some, because most people debunked that. Some of you are like, okay, it is high time. That is how the black fatigue thing comes in. You complain that you are so tired with the way at which people that looks like me complain on how you treat them. Why not start by writing a book about how to dismantle races, how to treat your fellow human being as one, how to love your neighbor as yourself without discriminating anyone because of their skin type? You can start by doing that. There are so many things that your own fellow pan-colored women also does. Some of them, you know? Not to just come here, oh my God. And she did another video of an apology stating that, okay, I stand by what I said or what I said. So, anyway, lovely, so I just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And to the people that stitched their video, credit to you guys. You guys can just check them in their previous social platforms. I left their watermark so that you can actually reach them. They do amazingly. Thank you so much for all the love and support, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.